oh dear, I don't know 100 people. Oh, if you have Facebook, you probably know at least 200. These are not people that you would spend the night with. These are people you would know in a grocery store. You would be like, oh, hi, Christine. And then you walk up and go, I do not remember her last name. But you write her down on here. Christine, my Jace's best friend's mom or whatever. You write her name on here. Even though you don't really know her, you write her name. You write all your Facebook names on here. All your classmates. You write all your friends and family. These are not people that you think will do the business. No. These are people that you are acquainted with. Okay? And I say that pretty strongly because I just met with someone the other day and they had like 30 names on their list. And I said, I know you know more than 30 people. They said, oh, these are the people I think that might be interested in trying the product or doing. I said, oh, no. Let's write all the people because that's going to give you a lot of resources. Then once you get all your people listed, the next sheet is to build your dream team immediately. And your upline, when they do this with you, they're going to spend more time than I am right now. But what you want to do is go back through your list, ask each one of these questions of each person on your 100 contact list, and put a little asterisk by their name if this is true. Let's say number 5. Who has said to you, I need Arbonne? They don't say Arbonne, but they've shared how life is hard for them and how they wish they could make changes. How many of you, you'll start seeing it in about, 2 days, spring break, yay, I'm off work, right? And then you'll see on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to go back to work Monday. What are they saying? I really would like a change, right? Oh, my husband, pray for us. My husband might get furloughed, right? What do they need? They need Arbonne. They need something to provide that. So anytime you hear that somebody wants a change, they need some income, they want to be a different place than they're having to spend the day, those are the answers to that question. So once you go back through all of this, you're going to have, at the bottom there, you see a good visual. You're going to have the names of 4 to 5 people starred. And you're going to be shocked because some people are going to be starred that you would go, I don't even know them very well, right? But you did know a few things about them. Maybe you knew that they were health conscious. Maybe you knew that they were bubbly and joyful. And so they ended up getting a few asterisks. And what that tells you is they would naturally be a success because they already have tools in their toolbox. They already have qualities of success. That doesn't mean the other people on your list wouldn't be great too, right? But these people are your dream team. And the dream team people, that's what we want to get to your first activities. Down at the bottom, you see here, there are 5 bubbles that you would put the names of those. And you actually have another sheet in there for your dream team. It says the dream team, right? And it's where you're going to put your name at the top. And you're going to put the names of, when you get with your upline, you're going to put the names of your 4, and hopefully you have more than that, of your dream team. People that had asterisks by them. And, you know, some of us, when we first start, we know a few friends and family without even asking those questions. Oh my gosh, she'd be great. Oh my gosh, she so needs this. Oh my goodness. And those are your dream team people that we want to get Arbonne in front of ASAP. So that means you definitely want to invite them to your launch get-togethers, and you want to be a little bit assertive about, oh, I just know you're going to love these products. I genuinely believe that the information that we're going to share is going to be so important to you. You want to get them to your launch activities. If they can't come to those, maybe you can take them alongside you to one of your friends that's doing one for you. If you can't get that to happen, ask for a one-on-one. Right? We want to get Arbonne in front of them and tell them about what you're doing and share the opportunity and share the gift with them as fast as we can. Because what's going to happen is the faster you share with these dream team people, the faster they join your team, the faster you're going to get to area, and you're going to start marking those off that Y list. Okay? All goes back to that list. Everything that we're doing goes back to that list. It's all about those dreams and goals, okay? It's not about just promoting, and it's really not so much about a numbers game as it is marking things off your list. That's what we want to accomplish. So this dream team is going to allow you to do that. The next page in your action plan says act with intention, and it talks about how we want to schedule our activity. The recipe, you guys already heard that maybe a couple of times. You heard Kim with her awesome training last night talk about the recipe that we have for success. And this is not Heidi's recipe, and it's not even Tammy's recipe. It's like way up recipe that's come down to us, okay? We don't reinvent the wheel. We know this recipe works, so we don't have to reinvent the wheel. And on this page, it's going to tell you get in front of 40 to 50 people a month. That really comes out to 8 to 10 appointments a month. You could do this business just doing one on one. If you said, Heidi, I don't want to do any group presentations, I would say, okay. You're going to have to be away from your family a little bit more, right? So if I'm going to be away from my family, I would rather present to 3 or 4 people than just do one, right? So if I'm going to be in front of 20 people, I could do 5 get-togethers with 4 people each, or I could be gone 20 times. You see that? So it's a good way to mix it up. It's working smarter instead of harder if you're doing group presentations. And when I meet with someone at a coffee date, and I can always tell that they're sitting there thinking, this is all so great. Who wouldn't want to do this? What's the catch? Okay? The catch is the hardest thing we do is presentations, right? It's hard. The hardest thing we do is to get those and keep those because people are busy, right? But when we do, ladies, they are the bomb. Because when we get even one person to share with, they're going to love the products. They're going to want more than they can get that day, and they're going to book a get-together. And that if they need this, you're going to get to tell your story. And you're going to get to tell the income levels because you're right there in front of them, okay? So, yes, the presentations are the most challenging thing we do. We have so much wisdom on our team to help you with obstacles in this presentation. But the faster that you get these presentations, then the faster you're going to get where you're going. And I want to show you a little bit of, you can see on this paper, if you meet with 40 to 50 people, that's going to be enough people to give you enough sales, enough bookings off bookings, and enough people like all of us that need this, that you're going to grow and you're going to get to area faster. However, there's a little bit of a math journey that goes along with this as far as why 10 events is good. And Vicki actually came up with this. It's a commotion chain. And it's just a reality check on how much activity is the recipe. Now, I want to tell you that if you don't do 8 to 10 a month, it's okay. It's not failure, right? You're growing, you're getting better, you're meeting people, you're getting out of your network, and it's all good. I'm just giving you the fast track and the recipe for success. When I started, I said, Christine, what do I have to do to get $1,000 ASAP? And she said, book about 10 of these a month, and that'll probably give you about 8 to execute, because maybe 2 of them somebody will be sick, their kid's sick, they rescheduled, and that kind of thing. Book about 10 of these, execute 8, and you'll start about 1 or 2 new business builders every month. Here's how it looks. If you book about 10 events, and let's say you actually get to keep and execute 8, that's a good percentage. Out of executing 8, let's say 4 of those are trifectas. And a trifecta, if you're brand new, is the goal of every party. What we want to do at every presentation is get sales. We want to get bookings from bookings so we can get in new networks. And we want to ask the $1 million question when we're sitting there at the table, would you be interested in hearing more about the income you can earn with Arbonne? And so we want to get a trifecta. When we get a trifecta, the people that means someone at that get-together has said, yeah, I would be interested in hearing about the income. All of you said that, right? I said that finally after about 2 years. I would like to hear it, Christine. And so at the trifecta table, let's say you get 4 out of your 8 are trifectas. You're not going to get a trifecta every time, but you ask every time. And so out of that 4, let's say 4 people said they wanted to meet you for coffee and hear more about the business. In reality, you're going to get about 3 of that 4 probably actually meet with you and keep that appointment, okay? And of those 3 coffee dates, let's say 2 of the 3 say, yes, I want to do this. This can be the vehicle that I need. This is what I've been praying for. I want to make this work. Of those 2 business builders, probably odds are about one of them is going to be serious and one of them is going to be like maybe dipping their toe in and maybe, you know, trying the products and not being so serious. That's okay. But what I want you to see is that's why this is the recipe, because you're going to meet those 40, you're going to get the product in front of 40 to 50 people a month. You're going to share it with them. You're going to get the sales automatically because the products sell themselves. You're going to get the bookings you need to fill up your next month without having to pick up the phone. And you're going to get about 1 to 2 business builders, new people that need this business that join your team every month if you book 10, okay? If you book 5, do you see how that's going to dwindle down to probably not maybe 1 or none business builders this month? It might take you 2 or 3 months to get a business builder, okay? So you'll still get one, right? It's just a numbers game. If it takes you 3 months to get in front of 40 people, you'll get 1 or 2. You will. And that we know that to be true. But if you want to be on the fast track, this is the recipe. This is the goal that we want to have for you. And that's what this paper is talking about. It gives you a great visual of all the different networks that you can pull from. But what our team does a really great job of is launching you and getting you out of your network, okay?